So hey everyone, this is our second part of employee cost. So today, at first we will do something about the previous classes revision. Is page 125. You can see this is uh, number 4 problems we will solve today. So let's do it. At first, read the question very carefully. So here, if you don't have this book, so purchase it from market, and if not able, then try to write down this question. The question is, a worker has a time rate rupees 15 per hour. He makes 720 units of a component in a week of 48 hours. The standard time required per unit is 5 minutes. Calculate his total wages for the week under Rowan bonus plan. So here it is already notified that they calculate the bonus under Rowan bonus plan. So let's at first write down the formula of Rowan plan. I think you know that. At first collect all the data is given. Data is given you. This is for number of A problem. Time rate rupees 15 per hour. Rupees 15 per hour time rate. Actual production actual production 720 units. Actual time taken 48 hours. Time allowed time saved. So time saved, here you can see he makes 720 units of a component in a week of 48 hours. So 48 hours, this is fixed time for every worker. So so worker A is the naming this worker. This worker have made 720 units in 48 hours, and the standard time required is if any unit production time is minimum 5 minutes. So you have to calculate this in this way, that how we calculate the amount of time allowed. So here standard time required per unit is 5 minutes. Per unit production time is 5 minutes. So 720 units, if you product 1 unit, then you will just take this time, and if your production is 720 units, then you have to multiply that. So this is 720 into 5, 3600 minutes, and then you have to convert it in hours. then divided by 60, and it's answering 60 hours. So we have just calculated in this way. This is 60 hours and actual time taken 48 hours, because of if anyone want to produce 720 units, then they should take 60 hours, but in this case the the actual worker taken 48 hours to produce this huge kind of unit. So this is a saving of time in the company. So instead of taking 60 hours, they have here take 48 hours only. So this is the saving of time of the company, production company. So there he saved for 60 hours minus 48 hours, that is 12 hours. So this is a huge saving. So this is all about our information we have calculated in this way. So now this is the time to calculate earnings. So we have so in this problem the calculate his total wages for the week under Ruan bonus plan. So so this is the calculation we have to make this in Ruan bonus plan. So earnings under Ruan bonus plan. That is earnings, the time taken, time rate plus time saved by time allowed into time taken into time rate. So this is our formula. So that was time taken 48 hours. So that is 48. Time rate, this is 15 hours per hour, 15 rupees per hour. So and then time saved we have calculated, this is 12 hours, and time allowed, this is 60 hours, and then time take again 48 hours, 15, and this is for 720 plus 12, the 60 into 720. So we can multiply that 60 to this is 12, and 12 multiplying with 12, this is 144, and the calculation is 864. This is the earning under Ruan bonus plan, and it is the answer. If you have having this book, then just check it out, the correct answer in the answer script, and then we have to calculate the problem number B, and there the information is given that standard time required per unit of a product is 20 minutes. So if you want to product 1 unit, then the time is 20 minutes. So in a day of 8 working hours, a worker gives an output of 30 units. In 8 working hours, you can product only 30 units. If he gets the time rate of rupees 20 per hour, calculate his total earning under Halsa bonus scheme. So you know all about the formula. So at first we will do the same way. We will collect our data, whichever is given or not given. We will calculate that. This is at first. So standard time. So what is our standard time? Standard time is, if you want to product 1 unit, this is it will take 20 minutes. So if you want to product 30 units, So the time taken 30 units into 20 minutes, 600 minutes, then divided with 60 and we can get the standard time in hours. This is 10 hours. Okay, so then actual time taken, this is 8 hours per day. So this is 8 hours. Standard time is 10 hours. Actual time taken 8 hours. But in the Ministry of Corporation, there are only 8 hours is allowable time to for every production company. So if anyone take more than times than more than 8 hours, then they have no extra payment for that, because 8 hours is the maximum limit. So here it is notified that if you want to product 30 units per day, so you should take 10 hours, but instead of taking 10 hours you are producing 30 units in 8 hours. So you are saving 2 hours every day. So this is the benefit of the company, whichever is they can get from the worker. Time rate, this is 20 per hour, and time saved, ten hours. This is standard time. This is not standard time. This time is not mentioned in the question, so you have to calculate that, because because a worker had to take 8 hours, but if it takes more than 8 hours, then there are no extra payment. But if he completed his work before the standard time, then you will get the bonus scheme. So this is 2 hours. If there are any confusion, then call me or text me. I will reply you back. Okay. Then calculate earnings under also bonus plan. So the formula is TT mean time taken, into TR plus into time rate, plus 50% of time saved into time allowed. Sorry. Time saved into time rate. So TT time taken is 8 hours, time rate 20 per hour, then 50% of time saved, this is 2 hours, and time rate, this is 20 per hour. This is 160 plus 50% of 40. That's mean 160 plus 50% 40 means this is 20, and the total earning is 180. So here it is the full completion of the problem number 4. Okay, thank you. And then we'll do something next problem. So guys, this is problem number 8. Here the information is given that I am reading the question. Just carefully listen or read the question. This is a worker takes 80 hours to do a job for which the time allowed is 100 hours. His daily rate is rupees 2.50 per hour. Calculate the work cost of the job under the following methods of the payment of wages. This is time rate, number 2 piece rate, number 3 wholesale plan, number 4 Ruan plan. So it is very interesting. Then at first you have to calculate the method of payment. At first you have to calculate the wages, and then you have to make a cost sheet up to the work cost. I think you can remember some days ago we have just completed our chapter that was cost sheet, so you can easily remember this word work cost. So just now calculate. So I will just show the first one, time rate and piece rate, both of them, and you will calculate rest of two methods. So here it is. Eight number problem. The time allowed is given in the question. Time allowed $100. Time taken $80. Time rate per hour that is 2.50, and time save so it is 20 hours. I think I don't need to explain how I calculate the time save. You can understand after all of this problem. This is about four number problems I am explaining you. I think you can get that. So the first one is in the question is given that you have to calculate that time rate. Time rate basis you have to calculate the wages. So time rate, you know the formula. This is hour worked, time rate, just making a heading, and this is the method of calculation. Earnings, hour worked into rate per hour. So hour worked, we know our work is 80 hours. Time taken, rate per hour 2.50. So this is 200. And then we have to calculate work cost. So statement showing calculation of work cost. This is the subheading of this time rate. In the every method of calculation of wages, you have to make this statement several times individually. So I think you know that how we calculate the work cost. I think you can still remember the process of cost sheet. So at first we need to know the material cost. Then we will add it direct wages. Some of them called prime cost. Then we have to add it factory overhead. Then we'll get factory cost. So we can see the information is given in the below of the question. Additional information, this is number 8. Additional information is given. Material cost of the job is rupees 20. Material cost of the job is rupees 20. And factory overhead, we have to calculate. This is the information is given that factory overhead is 125% of wages. So I think we have just calculated the wages. This is 20%, 200, and factory overhead is 120% of this 200. So we have already got the value of material cost. So material cost is 120, and direct wages we have just calculated. This is 200. So sum of them is 320, and that is called prime cost. And we don't know the factory overhead. So factory overhead is 125% of this. 125% of wages. So what is 200? This is 200, and 125%. This is 250, and then we can get the answer is 570, and this is the factory cost. Okay, and then we have to calculate in the second method, that is on the basis of piece rate. Again, carefully read the question. If there anywhere mention about the piece, how many piece of unit the worker have had product. No, there have nothing about how many number of product they have already produced. So we can see, if there don't have any information about the production unit, but you have to calculate this piece rate, you have to calculate wages under piece rate system, then there have only this method. I think just at first write down the formula. Actual production, piece rate per unit. So then we have to consider the actual production means time allowed. How many times time allowed is 100 hours time allowed into piece rate per unit, that is 2.5 rupees time rate per hour. So that is time rate. It will be considered in every problem, so don't panic. Whenever the information is not given about the piece rate, then you have to assume that is time allowed. This is the actual production, and piece rate, that is meaning is time rate per hour. So we can easily say that the time allowed is 100 hours, and time rate, this is 2.50. So the earnings is 250. This is there are no confusion. This is similar to every problem. Wherever the real production unit, nothing is mentioned in the question, then you have to consider this time allowed and the time rate. This is we'll put it down instead of this information. Okay. So now we have to do the same statement showing calculation of work cost. So this is the subheading up under this piece rate heading. So material cost, I think you know this information has been given in the question. This is 120, this direct wages, and then some of them called prime cost, you know very well, and then factory overhead. Factory overhead is, the information is given, this is 125% of direct wages. And this is factory cost. Sum of prime cost and factory overhead called factory cost, you know that. Just I am repeating if you forget that, then it will make you remember. So direct wages, I've just calculated, this is 250, and sum of them is 370, and factory overhead is 125% of this. So this is 125%. This is 312.5. 12.5. So that is 682.50. This is the factory cost. So I've just calculated the time rate system and piece rate system. Now you will do the rest of problem. So here it is. Okay. So guys, our next problem is problem number 11, and just carefully read the question. So here the information is given just like that. For a certain work order, the standard time is 20 hours. Okay, hourly rate is ₹5. The actual time taken is 13 hours, and factory overhead charges are 80% of direct wages for standard time. Okay, and prepare a comparative statement showing the effective of paying wages and employer saving on Halsey and Rowan's incentive bonus scheme. So I'm repeating this line. Prepare a comparative statement. Comparative statement, we have to calculate the earnings before under the Halsey scheme and the Rowan scheme. Then we have to compare this these two scheme in a similar way. Let's go for solve. Okay. So at first we will just collect the data. Data are given. This is standard time. $20 hours. Time rate. Per hour. Time rate per hour. ₹5. Time taken 13 hours, and factory overhead. I think this 80% of direct wages for standard time. This is not necessary in this question. This is just additional information is given in this question. So just ignore this factory overhead, because there have nothing has been asked in question to show the factory cost. So I don't know why it is included in this question. So time taken and then time saved. Time saved. Time saved, this is called 20 hours, and time taken 13 hours. So we have saved 7 hours. Okay, this is all about our information have been given in question. So at first, Halse plan, we have to calculate wages under Halse plan. So I think you know formula. Okay, so you know the time taken, that is 13 hours. Time rate, that's 5, and time save is 7 hours, and time rate is ₹5. So this is 50% of 35, 65 plus 17.50, and this is 82.50. This is our earnings. Okay, and then Rowan scheme. So Rowan plan. Earnings. You know the formula. This is all the information has been given, that time taken 13 hours, time rate, time allowed 20, and time taken. These problems are really boring too much, because of even I think after reading the question, I feel something there could be interrogative. So, but that's not. So this is disappointment, a little bit. Okay, this is 7.75. This is the both of the earnings under the different scheme. So now we have to make a comparative statement. So just this is the comparison. Write down just like that. Computation of comparative statement showing if camera visibility is not clear, then ask me about that. Okay, I'm trying as much as better to do that. This is my job, this is my duty. So if there are any, so if you feel anything interrogative, then ask me. Okay, showing the effect of paying wages and employer saving. This is the heading of this comparative statement. Okay, so showing the effect of paying wages and employer saving. Okay, so let's do that. So here, this is the particulars. I'm not drawing the graph. Okay, So I'm just doing this to pen, but you don't in exam. Okay, also and Rowan. So earnings, we know earnings. If again if you face any kind of problem just like that, if the question asking about the comparative statement, just do in that way. Okay, so earnings, you know, one is 82.50 and another is 87.75. so this is our earnings of our work in a day under Halse and Rowan plan. Okay, so just making an underlining, and then we have to this is the comparison. This is the comparison, and the first comparison is earning. Second comparison have been mentioned here, that this effect of paying wages. This is effective hourly rate. Effective hourly rate. So this is our earnings, and we have worked 13 hours. This is the earnings of 13 hours worked. So in 13 hours we have just earned in Halse scheme 82.50, in Rowan scheme 87.75. Okay, so effective hourly rate in so here it is notified that what is the per hour income. So this is 82.5 divided by 13 hours. So this is 6.35. So this is 2.50 divided by 13. Okay, and then the next one is coming 87.75 divided by 13, that is 6.75. okay, this is the difference between in this scheme. One is Halse, one is Rowan. So if you want to pay your workers in Halse scheme, then there are even profit, you can save much more money than Rowan scheme. So, and then time saved bracket hours. So this is the same thing, 7 hours in both of these same scheme, because the work done by one worker, but we are paying the wages in different method, so the information will always be the same. And the next one is coming, the final thing. This is employer saving. I think you never listened that word before. So there are way of calculation. So let me show you that. So I'm marking each of them is earnings is number 1, number 2 is effective hourly rate, number 3 is time saved, and number 4 is employer saving. So in employer saving, this is the formula of employer saving which I am writing now, that effective hourly rate into multiplying time saved. Okay, this is the formula of calculating employer saving. Okay, so here it is, we have just calculated the effective hourly rate, and we have collect this information time saved. This is 7 hours. So effective hourly rate multiplying with time saved. So effective hourly rate in Halsey scheme, that is 6.35, and time saved, that is 7 hours. So 6.35 multiplying in 7, so that is 44.45. And next one is 6.75 multiplying with 7 hours, that is 47.25. This is the employer saving method. So here it is. Just do that, and if there are any confusion, then ask me. Okay, fine.